Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special birthday blood and guts edition of Wrestling is Silly. I am your host, the big birthday bonanza bastard and last bastion of the vaudeville show. Joining me, I'm Eden, that is my name. I forgot my own name. Joining me is the short king with the long tangents up until the main event at the very least. Zach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing alright. I enjoy that you forgot to actually list your name in your introduction.
I was distracted.
Got to the end of it.
I was distracted by cheers and emotes raining from the sky. There was a lot going on. I was very distracted.
You were too distracted blowing smoke up your own arse is what was happening.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I was distracted by people cheering for me. It happens all the time. People don't cheer for me as much as they should, you see. So whenever it happens, I get distracted.
Oh, we got that smoke going again, have we?
Yep. But yeah.
Sitting on a campfire, aren't you? Fucking
yeah,
hell.
I'm gotta keep myself warm in these cold wet northwest nights.
Gotta keep myself warm when nobody cheering for me is leaving me cold.
Yeah. The audience was cold until they started cheering, so I had to warm myself up.
Yeah.
But yeah, special for many reasons episode of the show tonight. It's special to you because you are finally getting your revenge on the Philippian shit division.
I love revenge.
You and Matt and two other guys whom I hope you know who they are, but we don't know who they are yet.
Okay, I think I can hear you through the wall, but I can't hear you on Discord.
That's a problem.
Oh,
there we go. You can hear me on Discord then.
Yeah, well, I thought I could hear you talking through the wall, but everything was really silent, and I couldn't work out if it was you or if it was the neighbours.
Maybe it's the neighbours. Maybe the neighbours have finally realised that they hate what we're doing.
It's unlike you to leave some dead air. Very suspicious behaviour. You sure you're alright?
Well, what I was doing was I was checking that you hadn't broken the sound setup on my laptop again before I started talking again.
I don't fucking break it.
Yeah?
You've just got 1,000,001 devices that connect to it, and I can never find just the headphones.
I've got a virtual mixer set up so I can adjust things on the fly and put system level noise cancellation on my mic. That's why it's a little bit more complicated.
And that leaves me with about 20 different fucking headphone options, none of which are labelled in any meaningful way.
Realtek Audio, you'll get where you need to go.
Yeah, but it wasn't in the list. That was the problem. And also, like, no matter what I changed it to, it wasn't doing anything at first because it was still connected to your headphones. So I turned off Bluetooth, and then obviously that disconnected the mouse.
Turned off your mouse.
It was just a real disaster all round, to be totally honest with you.
Yeah, the mouse is you can't just turn the Bluetooth off. You got to disconnect the device.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you lose your mouse.
Yeah.
So no, I thought I had a sentence there, but I completely lost what I was about to say.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
You're one of those old-fashioned. Everything needs to be plugged in. I need wires everywhere. What Bluetooth? No, I ain't got time for that. Wireless charging? Ain't got time for that. You're like a cable.
Wait, what?
You're an old-fashioned cable guy. You get confused by Bluetooth.
Wait. I feel like I missed something, or you missed something, because I said something totally different. And then you were talking about Bluetooth again.
What did you say? What did you say?
I don't think our internet is doing very well.
Maybe the storm's giving it a bit of an issue.
To be honest, it might also just be Discord.
Yeah, Discord.
But then chat's not said anything, so it's hard to tell.
Discord does like to fuck us royally whenever we're trying to do a thing. So yeah. I would blame it on the Discord.
Yeah.
So what did you say?
I just said that I forget what I'm going to say mid-sentence all the time. Don't worry about it.
I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
Forgetting what you're saying midway through the sentence is at least amusing, though, because you can just go on an adventure with the people you're talking to find the end of the sentence together. forgetting what you're going to say at the beginning is just everyone's looking at you expectantly, and you're like, no, I got nothing for you.
Oh yeah, there's no fucking pressure when you're like midway through a sentence and everyone is being polite and fucking like waiting for you to finish the second half of your sentence. Do you hear yourself? You're stupid.
But like you said, everyone's being polite and everyone's waiting.
Yeah, but everyone's fucking staring at you as you have totally forgotten and you lose it. And then sometimes I'll remember and I'll restart the sentence so the sentence makes sense, and then I'll forget at exactly the same point again.
Maybe you've hit one of those cursed words. Then it's that word in the sentence that makes it all fall apart. You need to walk around that word.
Yeah.
Westigan, Kelser, Hannah, welcome everybody. Pet Brads with the WIS chant. WIS doesn't chant very well. We should have picked a different name,
No,
one
not
that
really.
chanted better.
You should have picked a different fucking name. Don't you blame me? Don't you assign 50% blame? Nice try. Not gonna happen.
You have been in the writing room for upwards of a year now. You could have
Yeah.
at any time have gone, we should change the name to something more chantable.
No, I couldn't, because then you'd have looked like Eeyore for a week.
I would not have looked like Eeyore.
Yeah, you fucking would. You'd have been all like, oh, Zach didn't like the name I gave this wrestling channel. Oh, woe is me. Because you don't take criticism well.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have never done that in my life.
Yeah, because I don't criticize you, that's why.
you make me sound like such a dickhead.
No, I'm just making it sound like you're too used to the sound of, people blowing smoke at your ass.
No, that's not true. Is that true, chat? I don't feel like that's true.
You love a crowd, and when they cheer for you,
I do.
and
until...
they've never booed for you, so you're clearly doing something right.
I like I like when the crowd's cheering for me until they do, and then I get surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got some suggestions for the Wrestling is Silly chant. Do we chant whiz, 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 or do we chant dub is, dub is?
I feel. Okay, the thing is, I think the probably dub is is what people would actually chant.
Yeah, like AE dub and EC dub. That's how
Yeah.
they got chanted.
So I feel like that would be the actual chant, but I don't know. I kind of like calling it whiz, despite the fact that it's an S and not a Z.
I mean, I refer to the currency as whiz balls, so whiz is fine. Whiz is perfect.
I think you only started doing it after I called it whiz, though. To be fair, I don't know if I remember you shortening it before.
I think I try. I think Rue pronounces it whiz, which is a little. I don't really like that one.
Well, that is what it is, though. WIS is whiz.
True.
But I just don't. Nah, it's whiz though, isn't it?
It is whiz.
No, I can't say that. I was about to say something that was definitely going to get clipped, and then I would be accused of having a pee fetish forever. So
Oh
I'm
no!
not gonna say it.
Terrible news. Oh, Valerie was suggesting whiz, not whiz. Valerie
Yeah,
would
I
never
know,
suggest whiz.
Yeah,
But
I
I am suggesting whiz.
Yeah. I mean,
It
again, because it is WIS,
is WIS.
so it would be WIS.
But whiz just sounds better, doesn't it?
It's just Z. I mean, Zs are just cool.
There
Well, I
is an
think that's what
inherent
it is.
inherent coolness to Zeds.
Yeah, we love a Z.
Yeah, and nothing is cooler than what we're doing right now. Like we are
Exactly,
the
yeah.
coolest motherfuckers around.
To be totally honest, the only way we could be any cooler is if we could somehow work out how to get an X in the name as well.
Wrestling is silly.
Yeah.
Wrestling,
Maybe-
wrestling X silly, like a weird shit.
Yeah. Or like maybe we need to go on to a season 2 and have a it's Wiz Extreme, and then we're Wiz X.
Wiz Extreme. Oh, I quite like that.
That's what our season 2 is.
Yes, Nick. Pencil in, Nick. You welcome to the stream. Welcome to Wrestling is Silly. Welcome to your first time here. We're just debating on how we can get some cooler letters in the stream. Wrestling is Silly Extreme.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like all hardcore matches all the time.
I mean, when it's our women's division, it basically is that all
That's
the time
true.
anyway.
The women hit fucking hard.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like we could use that to our advantage and get even cooler.
Oh,
And then get even more people in the door.
What if wrestling is Zilly and we spell Zilly with an X?
Oh my
Valerie's
God.
dialing up the cool a little bit to dangerous amounts, some might say.
That is so cool. That's
Wrestling is extremely silly. There we go.
yeah. I mean, the like wrestling but with a Z instead of an S is like some real that feels real 90s ass shit.
Welcome to wrestling.
Yeah.
That is some real 90s shit.
Yeah.
Oh. Speaking of 90s shit, got quite a few retro throwbacks in today's show. I've noticed looking at the card. Even like the first guy, like he used to be a 90s throwback, and then we sexified him.
Yeah, well, you know.
And sometimes you just gotta make a burger sexy.
Yeah.
Because our opening contest for this evening is the Wrestling is Silly Men's World Championship. Big Mac versus your boy Kiryu. Now you've been having to hit the training dojo a lot this week. Have you been training with Kiryu, or has he been like sequestered doing his own special world champion training?
I mean, they've been busy. I don't like to bother them with my beef when it's not to do with them. I can fight my own battles.
He's got his own beef, and he's fighting a big water beef right now.
Yeah, see? I'm glad you liked what I did there.
I did like what you did there. It's strange for you, a vegetarian, to be making meat puns, but I appreciate that you went the extra mile for us.
He's a fucking burger that we need. That's beef, innit? Talking about beef.
Talking about
like,
beef.
Fucking Twitter's advertising has started shilling basically anything to me. I don't think it knows what to sell to me. And bear in mind, I've been a vegetarian for what, 5 years now,
a
at
while.
least. Fucking, it's like advertising me fucking Bovril. Like, what is that about?
I think you are in a unique place where, one, Twitter is desperate for advertisers because every company of any renown has pulled out of advertising because of the...
That's why they're left with Bovril and scams.
And also they know nothing about you, so they don't know to like... So they don't know what to advertise to you, and they have such a pitiful selection. They're just like, fuck it, you can have the beef drink. You'll like the beef drink, right?
I think that basically the only thing it knows about me is that I told it I was male, and it's like, men love the beef, but then it also fucking like recommends me makeup. But it also sometimes recommends me makeup, so it's like, he's probably a bit fruity.
It's to buy for your wife. Men love having wives.
Yeah, God, that's true.
You're a wife guy. Twitter thinks you're a wife guy.
It didn't feel like that, though. I feel like, so there's two different types of, like, adverts for... I suppose this probably exists the other way around, but there's like, a very definitive type of advert. Two types of adverts for women's products, and it's the... They are trying to sell women's products to women, and they're trying to sell women's products specifically to their significant others as like to be purchased.
Yeah,
and it felt more like you want women's products. I was like, no, thank you. I'll keep scrolling. No, I don't want the Bovril either.
you don't want a big hearty glass of beef tea and a new set of lipstick.
I don't know. I feel like those are probably the two least me products in the whole world.
Yeah, I've never seen you consume either of those things.
Makeup and beef drink.
Bovril is fucking wild. It's the only acceptable kind of gravy to drink. Like if you are walking down the street with a cup of Bovril, everyone's like, "Oh, you're just a bit weird." But like that's completely acceptable thing to do. But if it's fucking Bisto instead, then you're getting weird looks. If you in the office waiting room make up a little Bisto, nobody's saying anything. But if in the office waiting room, in the office break room, that I clearly work in the office break room, if you crumble like a stock cube into some hot water, they're going to give you weird fucking looks. But if it's Bovril, which is the same fucking thing, it's socially acceptable. Why is it the shape? Do we not like cubes of beef tea? Does Bovril come in tea bags? I hope not, because that sounds cursed.
I just want you to know, like that whole time, I had a little image of the Joker from The Dark Knight narrating that.
Yeah. You have some Bisto, nobody bats an eye. But you drink some Bisto, everyone goes crazy.
Yeah, well, if what I find so funny about this whole thing is you haven't been able to get Bisto and Bovril the right way around.
It's because they're the same fucking thing. They're the same fucking thing. Why is it only socially acceptable to drink one? Thank you for clipping my type 5 on Bovril and Bisto, one of which is socially acceptable, and I can't tell which is which. Yeah, if you don't want the makeup and you don't want the beef tea, what do you want? What possibly is there left to sell to you?
Is this feels like, is it like the two genders type thing? Like
yeah, two genders are beef tea and makeup. Tag yourselves, chat.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm makeup. I don't like beef tea.
I don't think I've ever had it. I mean,
I've never been inclined to try it.
This is the thing, right? Like, never, even when I wasn't a vegetarian, at no point did I think to myself,
want a hot cup of beef stock?
I want to just drink the gravy. Like, don't get me wrong, I like gravy, right? But like, it's one of those products. Okay, there are certain things that we consume, and these can be liquid or fucking solid. And I only ever want them with something else.
Yeah.
So like salt. I would never just eat a fucking handful of salt. I've never had that desire. I don't want salt water, but really salty crisps, just shove that into my mouth, right?
Yum.
Like, you know, like I like foods that are receptacles for giving me a lot of salt.
Yeah, like,
and I feel like gravy is kind of the same, right? Like I don't ever just want gravy. I want receptacles to give me gravy.
Yeah, like just having some Bovril is like, what if we give you a pie but with all of the good bits taken out? You don't get the crust, basically. You don't get the meat chunks, you don't get no potatoes, you don't get no veg, you just get the liquid. I also get Swiss Army knife adverts on Twitter. It's scams and Swiss Army knife adverts. That's all I get.
Oh, another advert I get is I get ads for the Irish Times that aren't like labeled as ads.
Is Elon Musk trying to get in good with the Irish Times? Because he was trying to get in good with Mr. Beast, and that's why his ads weren't labeled as ads.
But I'm on the following tab, so in theory, like if they're just extra promoting and shit, I don't know.
No, they're like again with like the Mr. Beast things. With the Mr. Beast thing, like he pushed it out as if it was a promoted tweet, but then took out the ad.
The ad thing.
The notifier, which I believe is illegal, and I believe might also implicate Mr. Beast in these crimes. But hey ho.
I feel like that would be really mean if he did get punished for that. If it's not like he chose that.
He didn't even choose to promote the ad. It was Elon trying to persuade Mr. Beast to start uploading his videos to Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Because Twitter is a video first platform. Remember, everyone Everyone thinks Twitter is video, right? We all remember how successful Pivot to Video was.
Yeah, oh my god, don't. I just got like fucking flashbacks. You can't say pivot to video to me anymore.
What if we pivot away from video? What if
I would love that.
What if Wrestling is Silly
Yeah.
becomes just a write up every week? What if it becomes a radio play?
Oh my god, yeah, we can just do a screenplay. No, I mean nobody even watches it anyway. You just listen to it in the background.
Yeah, nobody's looking at the screen. And then what we could do is write up a screenplay and then read it out as if we were like 1920s radio people. Like,
Yeah, what did they sound like?
Gee Willikers, boy, Big Mac's ascending to the top rope. It's going to be a long way down for that piece of beef. You know, that kind of Prohibition era fun times.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right for Prohibition era.
They weren't allowed to drink, but they had to get up to fun somehow, and it was to narrate fictional wrestling matches.
Yeah, no, the fun they were having during Prohibition was still alcohol. It was just illegal.
No, they were all law-abiding citizens, and not a single one of them drank.
Yeah.
And if you say otherwise, they'll break your kneecaps.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure, if I remember correctly, alcohol consumption went up during Prohibition.
Yeah, that tracks. That totally tracks.
So that's exciting.
That is exciting. I do love when banning a thing makes it. I can't believe alcohol got Barbra Streisanded.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Should we crack on?
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
crack
sorry. We were nearly there, and I hadn't tangented yet, and I guess my brain couldn't handle it.
We had to do it. We had to do a tangent. It's fine. We're allowed. But we're at the halfway.
I didn't even do the tangent that I thought I was probably going to do at the beginning.
That's right. You can do that at the end once you've come back.
I will.
So, like I said before, our opening contest for this evening: a Wrestling Silly Men's World Championship. Big Mac versus Kiryu. I mean, it's kind of worthless asking for your insight, isn't it? Who do you want to win?
Who do I want to win? Oh, you're asking the real questions.
I am.
Not sure who I want to win. Obviously, I want Kiryu to win, you idiot. Can't believe you would even ask me.
And it's been a long run up to this point. Big Mac has pinned the champ before. Can he do it again when all is on the line?
No.
Let's go down to the ring and find out. Wrestling is Silly. Your opening contest for this evening is for the Wrestling is Silly Men's World Championship. Big Mac's had an interesting push to power. I don't think he saw himself in this position if you asked him 6 months ago.
I don't know if he would have thought that a month ago. It's been quite quick.
It's been an interesting past 6 weeks, past 4 weeks for the Big Mac.
Yeah.
But he beat his own tag partner in singles action last week to earn this title shot.
Because Mackie Chase, as per usual, fumbled the bag.
They did fumble the bag.
Yeah.
But he beat his tag partner, and now here he is, world title shot against the Dragon of Dojima. Kazi 2 belts himself.
We love Kazi 2 belts.
He could drop down to Kazi 1 belts today.
No.
It's just not even going to entertain that happen.
No. If I just say no, it won't happen.
Because as we all know, this game loves to make happen what you want to happen.
Yeah.
It's really good at that.
Mm-hmm. It's not ruined multiple storylines.
No, we've not had to throw pages and pages in the trash because the wrong person has won the match. He's brought them both out.
Look at him, my precious boy.
Both the world and tag team champions around the boulder shoulders of one Dragon of Dojima, Kiryu Kazuma.
My beloved prince. my sweet boy.
Your sweet summer child.
Yeah, he is.
He's just real good
He's
at that
my-
there punching.
Yeah, he's my 50-something-year-old sweet summer child. Nearly double my age.
All right, Nick, thanks for dropping in. Enjoy the rest of your night. He could probably fit both those belts around his waist. I think he's been a coward by not trying.
Yeah, he could. There's enough of him. Look at him. Well, another little bit of Snickers promotion. Oh, I really want a Snickers now. Fuck's sake.
Then it worked.
It did work. God, that was the easiest sell ever.
First, the challenger from the nearest McDonald's, weighing in at 313 pounds of FDA prime beef, the Big Mac. And the champion from Kamurocho, Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 228 pounds. He is the reigning and defending Wrestling Italy Men's World Champion, the Dragon of Dojima, Kiryu Kazuma. Do wrestlers really wear those belts when they're out and about? Some of them, yes. Some of them, like especially when they're going through airports, will either have them over their shoulder or around their neck, just to you know, prove that they are the champ. There's a recently dethroned champion, Orange Cassidy, would carry it around in a backpack because he doesn't really give a shit.
Until he lost it, and then he cares.
Yeah, and then he cared because he realized how important it was to him. The bell has rang, and soul food from the Big Mac. Hot start there, taking the champ by surprise. It's not to try and fight the plane, it's so that everyone knows there's a champion on the plane. Oh! That was a surprisingly lengthy pin there for this early in the match, but I think the Big Mac took Kiryu by surprise. And now, a couple of knees to the back and hitting the reverse DDT. Hot start for the challenger, but I think he may be showing off a little bit too early. Kiryu locking up, throwing the challenger against the ropes and hitting a big King Kong lariat. Rights and lefts. Oh, spear avoided. Spear attempt avoided there by Kiryu into the drop toe hold. And now, that big burger head of Big Mac's slam dunks into the ground, and another one right for the hard cam.
To answer the question, no, they don't get to keep the belt for memories. If you win a title, you win the belt as well.
Important distinction that if you lose a belt, if you lose a fight, you don't necessarily lose the belt, only if the belt is on the line.
Yeah.
And while you don't get to keep the whole belt, you do get to keep the little thing with your name on it that goes on the bottom of the belt.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that would be a bit stupid not to let you keep.
Nobody wants the nameplate with your name on it.
Yeah, right, like...
Oh, Big Mac.
Take yourself and your mum.
Yeah. Big Mac avoiding, hitting the kitchen sink on the champ. This is not the walk in the park that I think Kiryu expected this to be.
I don't know if Kiryu went in expecting a walk in the park, to be honest.
I mean, true. I mean, he has been pinned fair and square by the Big Mac before, but then has since beat him in singles action. So, snap suplex keeping the champ down, keeping the momentum on the challenger. And, neck breaker again. Challenger has all of the momentum right now. Big boot from the Big Mac. Big Mac now running up to that top rope. He's not often up there. It's a long way down, and the monsoon splash avoided by the Dragon of Dojima. He backs up and hits. The big rising knee strike gets the cover.
Sorry, how fucking long did that?
That was a very slow count from the ref, I must say. Maybe she
That
got
was some fucking bullshit. That was.
maybe she got hit by something, but the beast mode driver from the champ gets the cover.
Are you fucking serious?
Again, just a 2 count, but a very slow 2 count from Freya there. Big Mac having to pull himself up by those ropes. He's not in a good spot, and even worse after that spear.
Can't believe what I'm seeing twice in a row.
We're all mad. Freya's on like chats in tatters, Zach's in tatters. I'm gonna have to have a word with Freya at the end of this match because come on. Hazel,
We're gonna
welcome
have to
in.
send her to math school again so she can count to 3.
Series of big yes kicks from the challenger. Cover in the center of the ring.
She was way faster that time.
That was a normal
my-
speed count. The Big Mac might
is-
have slipped some cash too.
This is unfucking believable.
And the
I
Big
will
Mac-
be putting in a complaint.
The Big Mac hits the Smashburger, gets the cover. Oh, but still Kiryu kicking out from the Big Mac Smashburger finisher, the thing that put him away in that tag match. And Big Mac bouncing off the ropes, hitting, oh, beautiful sunset flip, but Kiryu getting right out of the cover. Big Mac going for a second cover. Yeah. Freya's definitely counting at full speed this time, but I want to see if Kiryu can get another cover and see if there might be some allegations of bias from on the referees team this side, on the referees side this time. Oh, I think Big Mac was going for another Smashburger there, but Kiryu one step ahead, going back to the slam dunk. And now, boot caught by the Big Mac. But the elbow's up from Kiryu. This is neck and neck right now. The slap whiffed by the champ. Nope, but the elbow was up before the Big Mac could capitalize on it. And turned inside out by the champ. Gets the cover. Okay, that was a normal speed.
It was no. Big Mac were a little bit faster. I will admit she was a bit faster that time. It wasn't as egregious as the first two, but that was still slower.
The first two were real egregious. Well, she's gonna get we're gonna have to have a word with her after this match.
Verbal warning.
Yeah, verbal warning and a DDT, a big ketchup face DDT on the Big Mac there. As Kiryu just rains blows down to the head of the challenger. Again, a loss by countout does not take the belt off of Kiryu. But he's up on the top rope and brings the elbow down, but the Big Mac rolls out the way. And returning fire for all those slam dunks from Kiryu early on in the match. Oh, just driving all of the weight into the shins and the face of Kiryu driving into the mat there. I think Kiryu may have been bust open, but he is not a man. He is not a man that's a stranger to seeing his own blood. Oh, short fall DDT. But he got the high boot. And now, big combination of strikes from Kiryu, just trying to keep the challenger at bay, but a well-placed kick from the champ into those toppings on the bun one by one. And there's the takeout order. That slingshot spear didn't quite catch all of it, but Kiryu intelligently fell right into the ropes. Didn't use them though. I thought he was going to go for that rope break, but didn't need it in the end. Again, up on the ropes. Kiryu runs in, hits the Big Mac with the sunset flip. This could be bad. There's a lot of fight in the dragon yet. Oh, Irish whip combination avoided by Kiryu, but the back breaker, neck breaker combination from the Big Mac. Big Mac again in full control right now. Kiryu's going to have to dig real deep. Has he still got the heat? Has he still got the energy to maintain his title? He gets the high kick. And now, combination of blows throwing him into the corner. This is Kiryu's chance. Hits the Bulldog, pulling the Big Mac over into the opposite corner. The Big Mac sidling to the other side of the apron, escaping any potential pins. But now Kiryu joining him out on the apron, the hardest part of the ring side suplex. Oh! And the thick cables, the thick steel bars underneath that apron, the hardest part of the ring, reverberating over the spine of the Big Mac. The fight spills back to the outside, double foot stomps from the champ. Oh, high knee into the poison rana on the outside. That is a lethal move anywhere in the ring, but there specifically, that's going to hurt. Low thrust kick. Kiryu making his way back into the ring. Almost coaxing the Big Mac to join him. Both men are getting to the bottom of their barrels, I think. Oh, backbreaker, neck breaker. A real whip on that neck breaker. Oh, boot avoided. Stomp avoided by Kiryu rather expertly. And now, raking the nails down the back. And now going once again, beast mode driver. This has got to be it for the challenger.
Got there in the end.
Got there in the end, indeed. Here is your winner, and still wrestling a silly men's world champion, Kiryu Kazuma. What a defense, though. Kazi 2 belts retains both his belts for another week. It was a very, very valiant effort from the Big Mac. I gotta say, put up a hell of a fight. There was some tight moments in that match.
Freya is on my shit list.
Yeah, Freya. We're gonna have to talk to Freya a little bit because I don't know what quite was going on. Yeah, Freya. I think at some point she realized that even with all the slow count in the world, Big Mac was never gonna do it. But not happy, not best pleased with Freya's behavior during that match. The champ overcame.
Of course he did. He's Kazi goddamn 2 belts.
But then,
What's every question?
all I gotta think is, what's next for Kiryu? Like between the tag titles and the singles
What's next
titles.
for Kiryu? Kazi 3 belts is what's next for Kiryu.
Like between the tag titles and the singles world title, he's kind of defeated all oncomers.
We invent more belts to put on Kazi until he's Kazi 8 belts, and every single whiz is him defending all of his belts. That's what's next.
And all Kazi.
Yes.
But I'm just thinking, like with the anniversary coming up, contract season is coming up.
Yeah.
We might have to invest. We might have to try and get some new challenges for Kiryu because he's torn his way through basically everyone worthy of a title shot at this point. Mm-hmm. Watch this space. Hold that thought. Because you know what's better than one title defense in a Birthday Blood and Guts special?
No, go on, tell me. I'm not sure.
2 title defenses in a row. Because
Incredible. You're right. That is so... 2 title defenses is way better than 1.
right? Because we have a special Wrestling Silly mixed tag title defense. I have been on the phone trying to get this challenger in the ring for about 2 weeks now. And they finally caved. They said, okay, we're coming.
It's not our usual show, but
Yeah,
we'll do it.
it's not.
Money's right.
It's not what they usually do, but the money was right. I said the people were on your side. You've been in the zeitgeist of wrestling is silly a lot in the past couple of weeks. We need you here. We need you in. So, should we tell them who is challenging for the belt?
I don't know. I really feel like the surprise might be better, but I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
I think if the music cue works, then it will be great. But
Yeah, that's kind of my concern.
but there's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out. Let's go down
Yeah.
to the ring and see if this joke lands.
Oh, come on! I don't think I can hear it.
This next match is a Wrestling is Silly Mixed Tag Team Championship match, scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring first, the champions, Superman, Wonder Woman, Super Wonder. You should be able to hear it, because it's entrance music.
Well, all I can hear at the minute is like Don Callis family has brown noise, so...
There's definitely more than Don Callis style brown noise.
Okay, I've got some drum there.
And their opponents from South Beach, Florida, Len. You know, in making these calls, I realized these two are brother and sister.
Oh, are they?
Yep, they are Mark and Sharon Costanzo.
Oh, are they actually? Interesting.
Why did I do this? Because I thought it would be really fucking funny, and I'm right.
And it was, yeah, it was. It is hysterically funny.
So who will win, Super Wonder or Len?
I feel like Len have the star power.
They have
okay?
the star power and the surprise advantage.
I just think that Len are more culturally relevant than Superman and Wonder Woman. So.
Right? Oh, cover from Superman. Oh, that would have been very short work of our special guests, Len. You didn't think I would actually put in Len? Well, you Westergun, you knew. You clearly haven't realized just how much work I'll put in for a stupid joke that'll make me laugh.
Yeah.
So
We're really committed to making ourselves
yeah,
laugh.
and just
Everything
hoping that
else
somebody
is-
else finds it funny too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Mark there with the German suplex. Getting the tag out to Sharon, meaning Wonder Woman is now the legal woman as well. I had to learn their names and everything.
I feel like we're the only people on the internet that know the names.
Well, everyone in this chat knows who Len is because they're there.
Sorry, yeah, I meant we as in, like, us and chat.
Yeah, the whole Len
Wiz
fan base is in
enjoyers.
this room. If somebody tweet out Len and tell them that they're on Twitch right now and see if they like it. Oh! Tope Conhero avoided by Sharon Costanza there. Really, really making the most of her time in the ring, throwing Wonder Woman back in. Wonder Woman, they're not settling for that. Oh, question mark kick, taking her down. And now, stomping on the elbow of the woman of Len there, getting the tag out, but Sharon not done. Big lariat taking her down. That gives Mark the opening to get a combination of strikes and the brain buster.
Yeah, fuck with Len, dude.
You don't fuck with Len. Mark getting a quick tag. Sharon clearly wanted more of Wonder Woman. Superman still in the middle of the ring though. Wonder Woman hits the lariat, gets the cover. A one count for...
You're not taking Sharon down that easily.
Yeah, you can't take Sharon down that easily. She's Sharon goddamn Costanzo of goddamn Len. You show her some respect. Makes an emergency exit, gets a little bit of breathing room between her and Wonder Woman, but oh, beautifully outfoxing the only other 2 belt holder in Wrestling City, and the tope right onto the tailbone. That's twice that Sharon has avoided that tope con hero. But now Mark getting tagged in. Superman now legal as well. Oh, Superman's flying forearm avoided with a firm knee strike from Mark Costanza there. Mark getting another tag out. Sharon and Wonder Woman once again in the mixed tag matches. The women are doing all the goddamn work. Now Wonder Woman against the ropes. Sharon with the sleep and the big arm drag. But Wonder Woman with the boots up, trying to get some momentum back. And Wonder Woman, the only other double champ here at Wrestling is Silly. She is the mixed tag and the hardcore champion. Big abdominal stretch here, but Mark turning his attention to Superman instead, maybe not trying to break it up, but Sharon with the big right hands and gets the head scissors. Beautiful, beautiful reversal there. Wonder Woman trapped deep in enemy territory right now. But Sharon gets the tag. It's Mark and Superman back out. Oh, the Feds press from Superman, raining down blows. You don't want to be careful about those sunglasses. You got to get a fracture. Get a fracture of that lens in your eye that could take you out the whole match. But Superman.
There's only one lens in this match.
Stop it. Superman showing off his strength with that gorilla press, getting the tag back out to Sharon running up her opponent. But showboating a little bit too early. Now is not the time for honor. Now is the time to get your goddamn titles, and Wonder Woman not having any of it.
I didn't realise that post-music career, they'd spent the last thing.
You died the second half of your sentence there. Oh! Mark Costanza with the neutralizer. Superman though, just letting him get the 2 count though. That could have been it. Len,
Yeah,
we could have had new champs Len.
To be honest, that felt like a 3 count, but I'm not going to.
Now, brutal submission hold in by Mark Costanza. Superman's flailing. Can he get out of it? Wonder Woman nowhere to be seen. Sharon taking her out, but it was a very, very near 3 count with that neutralizer. Mark has the upper hand over Supes right now, and he hits the Exploder suplex. But yeah, they've clearly been, since the days of Steal My Sunshine, these two have clearly been, hitting the gym, the dojos, whatever they can. Oh. Little bit of a miscommunication there between the brother and sister combination of Len. Sharon returning Superman to the ring, and the crossbody not quite hitting the target it wanted to. So he just sort of flipped off the side.
Yeah.
So Neil, thank you for that 10 months of subscription. Welcome to Wrestling is Silly. You're here just in time for Alt Rock Superstars Len taking on Superman and Wonder Woman for the Wrestling is Silly Mixed Tag Team Championship. Snap suplex into the cover. Wonder Woman kicking out at 1.
That's a bit brutal.
Bit brutal for old Sharon.
Yeah.
So I got a big question for you. Wrestling is Silly chat. And use that. Because you're in the chat too, I guess.
Sure.
Is this a one-off?
Sorry, go on.
Is this a one-off appearance from Len? Or should they stick around?
I feel like it depends on whether they win.
Yeah, if they win, they're kind of sticking around, but big delayed suplex. I have a feeling the joke may be funnier if it's a one and done thing.
Yeah, I don't know if we've got the money to keep them on.
Yeah, they're very expensive. They deserve all the money because they
they are alt rock legends.
Yeah, they're alt rock legends, Len. They're up there with Counting Crows.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I haven't thought about counting crows in years.
You're welcome. Superman and Mark Costanzo now the legal combatants. Big springboard dropkick from Mark there. Superman caught very much off guard. Oh, powerbomb avoided into the back body drop. If Len do beat Wonder Woman and Superman, that is big, and they would be the new mixed tag champs, so we would have to pay them to stick around.
Suddenly all of the graphics get really bad because
Yeah.
all of the money has gone to
All them-
keeping Len on.
All our money has gone to Len. Oh, thrust kick into the cover. Sharon kicking out at a very late 2.5 there.
I mean, she has, I think, probably put the most work in.
As usual with the mixed tag matches. Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Face buster, deadlift face buster from Wonder Woman. And now just, driving the knee of Sharon into the mat. Again, we said it last time she showed up, but I do like this new colourful look from Wonder Woman. Harkening
Yeah.
back to her retro days. It's a good fit. I think it was you that suggested it to her.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm a sucker for the classics.
Yeah, the old Linda Carter days. Some might say the best adaptation of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And it matches Superman again, going back to his roots, going back to being a good guy. They're a good team now. They're not retro if they keep living in my head. Beautiful flying lariat over the top rope from Superman and hitting the splash just to keep Mark down. Nope, and the second splash. No knees up yet. And now, Sharon's there watching. Will she intervene or will she let Mark handle this on his own? Seemingly she trusts him, but that jawbreaker might change things. No, not yet. Just leaving your brother to take on a Kryptonian superhero. That's a lot of trust you've got in your brother.
Mm-hmm.
But will it pay off? I don't think it will. Fall away slam here from Soups. And now, big, huge power bomb from the man from Krypton, and he's loading up. He's going for the Superman punch, but avoided by Mark.
Holy shit.
Maybe he was playing possum. Maybe he just had Superman's number. But now he's got the fisherman hook, the fisherman buster. This is not looking good for Super Wonder, I gotta say. Mark expertly dividing the ring in half. Roundhouse kick taking him down. And now he's riding him like a horse. Stretching out the back, stretching out the arms, and Superman has tapped out.
Holy shit.
Oh. Here are your winners and new Wrestling is Silly Mixed Tag Team Champions, Len. I love when the joke bites me in the ass like this.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Len, our new Wrestling is Silly Mixed Tag Champions.
Yeah.
Len, yes, Len, the former long-time reigning world champion Superman.
Yeah.
Incredible. They
Look, I told you that they are more culturally relevant and therefore more likely to win. So
They stole their title. They stole their sunshine. It is, what a time to be alive. New world mixed tag champions, Len.
oh god.
Yeah. Get right in.
The Wiz wallet has never been emptier.
Yeah. Wizard's wallet in tatters. Wizard's legal team looking at me like, what the fuck have you done?
In unrelated news, check out our Kofi.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can nary believe it's happening.
Yeah. So exciting.
Yeah, at the start of a new era for the World Mixed Tag Championships.
Yeah.
Who will challenge next? Only time will tell. But now your new champs are Len, famous
Yeah,
for that one
exciting.
song that one time that nobody liked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you liked it.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm pretty sure that's a change of pace to what you said before. Because I'm pretty sure I said it was the worst thing
I said
I've
it got
ever
stuck in my head.
heard. Oh, all right then. Okay, fine. I'll give you that.
But you know what is good? You know what is actually
What?
good?
What?
The Wrestling is Silly World Series. We
You
are
are
at
so correct.
We are at the last 2 matches of the Wrestling is Silly World Series, and you are seeing them both tonight. It is an all-star jam-packed show of loveliness. And our next match is the final gold block match. 2B and Toph Beifong are now currently tied for first place. If Toph wins this, she goes into first place with 9 points. But if Alice wins, she finally gets out the starting gates and gets a win on the board. Either way, Toph and 2B will be fighting for the block championship position. But I feel for Alice. I really want Alice to get a win. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, agreed.
my money and my hopes are on Alice for this match.
I think my hopes are on Alice. My realist, the realist in me thinks that Toph's probably
Yeah.
going to take it.
Your heart's saying Alice, your head's saying Toph.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but come
I
on,
know,
Alice.
it's a painful reality.
It is.
But, you
painful,
know,
really.
she's such a legend in Wiz, you know.
Mm-hmm. She very much
we
is.
don't want her to go out on nil point, but
No, it would have been embarrassing to
Little bit.
leave on nil point, but
little bit of French, I think.
who?
I'm just trying to class it up a bit around here.
Yeah, who says wrestling is silly is not cultured? We are.
Yeah, we're worried we're going a bit later out. We've just got, you know, cultural legends, Len.
Cultural
and,
legends.
Exactly. You take that back.
No, never.
Yeah, and a bit of French. What more could you ask for, to be honest?
Nothing. This
We're
is.
we're practically educational.
Yeah, we're practically entertainment. Toph is a powerhouse, but Alice is a brutal brawler.
Toph is a powerhouse, just like the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Quick, that's too much learning. That's too much learning. We're gonna.
We're
gonna be...
edutainment. We're edutainment now.
Okay, I'll add it to the tags. Let's go down to the ring. This next match is a World Series Gold Block match. Set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, making her way to the ring first. From the foggy swamp outside the Earth Kingdom, weighing in at 100 pounds, Toph Beifong. Oh, hey, it's Toph. It is Toph. The former women's world champion, beast, powerhouse. How can she see? She sees through vibrations, I think. I think she's like Daredevil, correct?
Yeah, I think so. That's usually how they do it, isn't it?
Yeah. It's amazing that she's like a blind wrestler that's able to win belts, but that's just a testament to how limitless she is.
Yeah. She is limitless, like Keith Lee for all of those actual wrestling fans in our chat.
And she did the thing. She did the thing when I said limitless.
Yeah.
And her opponents from the streets of London, England, weighing in at 120 pounds, Alice Little.
This was okay, right, sorry, I'm going to tangent. So, as part of Eden's birthday celebration, we went to like an arcade bar that had like 3 floors worth of stuff, and on the top floor they had like gaming PCs. And it had exactly the kind of games that you would expect to be on there. It was shit like Fall Guys. It was like all of the like those horror games that all of the kids play because
Your mascot horrors, your Gardens
yeah,
of Bam
yeah.
Bam.
Yes, it was like Garden of Bam Bam. It was like Hello Neighbor was fucking on there. And then on one of the PCs, there was Alice Madness Returns. And I was just like,
Wild.
what a strange. Oh my god.
Quick,
What was I say?
a quick start and a quick finish from Toff there. Didn't even last
It
30
fucking would've
seconds.
Yeah, I just thought that was a funny little fact because I don't know why anybody would
Yeah.
go to an arcade bar to play this game.
Hardly the
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
match. Hardly the kind of game you'd put, hours
Yeah.
into at an arcade.
Apparently, still on announcer.
Yes, I think I've hit the button. Let me check. I have now hit the button. Sorry, my announcer button doesn't have like a way to tell me I've pressed it.
Yeah, that sounds like you need to just get good or something.
I do need to get good. It's definitely a skill issue.
Yeah.
Alice hitting the code red though, beautifully there, and now throwing, brutal drop toe hold, and those big boots walking over their back. That is either going to feel really good if it hits the right place, or terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Some complimentary chiropractic there from Alice.
Yeah.
A clubbing blow to the back from Toff. So
Whenever Alice wrestles, I always kind of just want to play Alice Madness Returns again.
Well, after stream, you can, as your reward for being in the main event.
Yeah. I love being in the main event.
And Toff turning Alice inside out. Yes, for those of you that are not aware, the main event this evening is the Flippy Shit Division Blood and Guts match. Flippy Shit Commissioner Matt and Zach with two mystery partners against Flippy Shit Division champion Darth Maul and Rue and two mystery partners for the fate of the Flippy Shit Division. I could get the announcer button to only work when I press it, but that sounds harder than just pressing it twice.
Yeah, except you frequently don't press it twice. So
And I would forget to press it at all.
yeah, that's true.
Nope, Tough with the knee strike, avoided by Alice. Alice with the neck breaker. The Flipper Shipper division. The Flippy Shit division. Or the boys that do flippy shit.
The Flipper Shipper Dipper.
The Flipper Dipper Defipper. The Flipper Shipper Defibrillator. Alice brutally strangling Toff in the corner with those big buckled boots. That's not going to feel nice. That's just not going to feel very nice.
No.
Yeah, have no announcer voice at all. The commentary desk is the only one that gets the announcements. Nobody in the live arena does. Double knees presses by Alice. But only a 2 count. So this is a match about pride for both women involved.
Mm-hmm.
It's Toff's opportunity to get a perfect block, and it's Alice's to avoid a perfect loss. Curious, a splash avoided by Toff, and the big boot flattens Alice, and now boulder driver from Toff. Toff with the cover. Still just a 2 count. Alice is not giving up. She's digging deep to get the 3 points. And now Toff going for the second moonsault. Alice not in a good place right now. Lariat from Toff. A second lariat. And a third. Alice having to retreat into the corner. This is not looking good. And Alice, the first ever woman to win a match in the women's division of wrestling, is silly. Now being thrown around by the former world champion. And I think Toff is looking at ending it. Up on the shoulders. And a second boulder driver. No, but Toph fell the wrong way. She could not get the cover. And now this much waiting could have cost her the match. Or not.
But it didn't.
Here is your winner, Beifong. Toph with a perfect block. 3 wins. Alice with 3 losses. I feel for her.
Bit sad. It is a bit sad.
It's a bit sad for Alice, but the only way to go from her position is up. So look at that scorecard. You see Toph Beifong now in first place with 9 points, 2B with 6, Daisy with 3 points, and Alice sadly with 0. So next week your gold block winners match will be between Toph Beifong and 2B. But who will be on the other side in the black block? Only time will tell. We will catch up with that.
Gotta stay for the second half to find out.
Catch up with that later on in the evening. Your last match in the first half of tonight's show is a tag team match featuring 2 of my favorite tag teams in the entirety of Wrestling is Silly. We're talking a team that has been on a bit of an incline recently, have been on a hot streak recently, the Deity Dogs, and a hard-hitting, heavy bastard of a team, the Springfield Sports Center. Now, both of these teams could be considered gatekeeper teams. If you can beat these teams, you're kind of ready for the title picture. But while Sports Center have had their run with the belt before, the Dogs never have, and I think they think it is their time. And I agree. I gotta say, I agree.
Yeah, I think I would agree as well. They've had a go a couple of times, and their attempts have been cut short. I mean, I'm thinking specifically when we had the tag team tournament. I mean, to be fair, that was, I think, about 18 months ago now. But,
yes.
That was still probably, I would say, probably the biggest and closest they've got, because they did get to the finals of that tournament.
They were defeated by Sonic Generations, I believe.
Yes, they were. And then, obviously, Sonic Generations, I do believe, went on to win the titles then as well.
This was, in fact, the final of the tournament that everyone at the time wanted to see. Springfield Sports Center versus Deity Dogs. And I believe this is the first time they've ever gone head-to-head.
Yeah, that doesn't feel possible, but also my memory is so bad that it probably is, and but it just, they're both such icons of the Wiz tag team division that it feels hard to imagine that they wouldn't have gone up against each other at some point.
Well, I think they've always just danced around each other. They're finally crossing paths now. Who do you have your money on?
Oh, that is a really tough one. I mean, obviously the Sports Center, you can never really totally count out the Sports Center, right? No matter who they're up against, they are such a fantastic team. But the Daisy Dogs, they not only are they also very talented, they're also on that bit of a hot streak. I think I'd probably say that I think the Deity Dogs are going to take this. But I think it's going to be close either way.
I think it's going to be heavy, hard hitting, but my money's with the Dogs as well. My heart says Dogs, my head thinks says Dogs as well. Let's go to the ring and find out. This next match is a tornado tag team match set for one fall with no time limit. Making their way to the ring first, from the heavens above via Hollywood, Florida, Doug Ziggler, God, Deity, Dogs. Such a interesting 4 men to be put in teams. Again, this is like Pete Wrestling is Silly tag action for me. I look at matches like this and I'm like, yeah, we actually have we've We've carved out our own whole ass wrestle universe.
Sorry, cut the second half of what you said. Totally cut out there.
I look at matches like this and I think, yeah, we really have just carved out our whole ass universe.
Yeah.
And their opponents, Matt and Homer Simpson, Springfield Sports Center. I mean, it's a real contrast between these two teams as well. These two no nonsense, just coming in angry, faces like a bulldog swallowing a wasp, and just taking no shit, leaving no prisoners. If you would like to get your own Springfield Sports Center hoodie as showcased by Homer, there you can get it at our Ko-fi store, Wrestling is Silly, over on Ko-fi, kofi.com/wrestlingissilly/shop. You can also get a Deity Dogs shirt. I have one of those. They're very nice. Nope. Freya back in action. She's not had a bit of a talking to yet, so I don't think she thinks she's done anything wrong. But, Homer stomping on to Doug. Homer with the early cover. Doug grabbing the rope break, though. Meanwhile, Matt, to say the powerhouse of Springfield Sports Center is a bit remiss because they're all just big beefcakes, aren't they?
Yeah. Big beefy boys.
Yeah. Big meaty men.
Yeah. And they do like to slap meat.
They do a lot of slapping of meat. And right now there's a knee bar applied on God, but that is distracting Freya from the pinfall that is on Doug. Giving Doug plenty of time to recover. But still a 2 count after all that time.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a 2 count, is it? The ref started about 10 count too late.
True. And, Sports Center are just absolutely destroying the Deity Dogs right now. As is their routine, I gotta say. Diving headbutt avoided, though, by Doug. Sending Matt face first into the very, very thin protection mats. Leg sweep, Homer narrowly avoiding the corner of those stairs. And, belly-to-belly takedown from Homer. And a rib breaker into a second rib breaker from Matt. Again, this is the Dogs trying to fight back, but there's just this explosion of energy from the Sports Center as they start the match. If you can weather that storm, you have a chance, but few teams can weather that storm.
I feel like Sports Center are sprinters as opposed to marathon runners.
Yes.
That doesn't, obviously, there have been moments where, they have done longer matches and stuff like that, but it just, they're very much, they're going to absolutely body, or it is going to take a long time, and they will get tired.
If you can weather the storm, then you can win through a war of attrition.
Yeah.
But beautiful famouser by Doug there on the outside again. Matt's face is going through some punishment today. American footballers rather than rugby players. If I knew anything about American football or rugby, I could attest to that being correct, so I'm going to agree and just assume that you know what you're talking about. Because I have no reason to believe you don't. Homer Simpson raises up guard and hits with max power. Gets the cover. But it takes more than max power to take out guard, it seems. Doug was being thrown around by Matt too much to break up the cover. God quite literally on another planet right now. And meanwhile, Matt is just driving the fist into the face of Doug Ziggler. Bet you wish he stayed in New Japan because there's none of Matt Wee spots in New Japan. And there is the beast bomb from Matt. Made quick work of him, didn't it?
Yeah.
Here are your winners. Springfield Sports Center. Wow. I mean, they just took him to fucking task, didn't they?
Yeah, they did a bit.
I don't really know what to say to that. That was an incredible showing from Springfield Sports Center.
Yeah.
I had my money on the Dirty Dogs. I still think it's the Dirty Dogs' time to go for that title shot.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, I don't think, to be honest, I think just getting to a point where you can not be instantly squashed by the Sports Center is good enough.
Yeah, they are very much our sort of end game bosses. Even if they don't have the titles, they're very much end game bosses. So even if you don't beat them, that doesn't mean you are not worthy of being a title contender.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was that. What a hell of a first half this has been. We've got new mixed tag champs. We've got the gold block wrapped up. We've had a hell of a title defense from Kiryu versus the Big Mac. But yeah, and there's still 2 more matches to go, including our big all-star main event. So do not go anywhere. We're going to be back in 3 minutes time. In the meantime, empty your bladders, refill your glasses, go for a quick vape, eat a bag of mini eggs. We're going to be back in. I love mini eggs too. We should get some mini eggs after stream.
We should.
But in the meantime, who is that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
Wrestling is Silly, the big birthday blood and guts spectacular. I am Eden. Joining me is Zach. How was your break?
It was, very, very breaky.
Very break. You didn't do much because I saw you. You're all up in your cozy center. So it was getting out the cozy center with the whole ordeal. I don't blame you for getting out. Well, you're gonna have to get out soon. We've got one more match and then it's go time for you.
Yeah, well, I need to snuggle Max so that I can then be all loosey goosey for the main event.
That is true. You need to be snuggle maxing so you can loosen goose up.
There will be no gooses looser than I.
You will be the loosest of the gooses.
Exactly.
The Lucifer of the Goosifers.
Yeah. Oh my god, I want to be Lucifer of the Goosifers.
Lucifer of the Goosifers. That's your
my
new title.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we've got one more match before that main event.
Yeah.
That one more match is the last match in the Wrestling is Silly World Series. Black Block. Elsa versus Bayonetta. Now, as you can see, Princess Peach is running away with the first place in this block, and this is the decider match. Elsa, Bayonetta, whoever wins this goes against Princess Peach in the block championship match next week. It's going to be intense.
Well, no, it's going to be in the ring.
It's going to be in a ring, which is not in a tent. But this, contrary to the last match that was all about pride, this is all about glory. Who do you have your eye on for this match?
Do you know what? I think I would have said Bayonetta, except for the fact that I feel like Elsa has put on some surprise shows this World Series.
You almost called it the other thing then, didn't you?
I did. I really have to watch myself. Yeah, now, or literally all I can think of is the other name for the World Series.
So she put on some good matches this World Series. She really has. Like I said, she's despite only having 3 points, she has made everyone else fight for those 3 points.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so she lost against Princess Peach, but then won against
Lara Croft.
That's the fucking one. Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, Peach is one of our pretty fierce contenders when she
really is.
Pulls a finger out and actually goes for it. So yeah, I actually think I'm going to tentatively put my money on Elsa.
You're going for Elsa.
I think I am, yeah.
I think. I'm inclined to agree. Actually, I think Bayonetta is getting a little bit too cocky.
She has always had a problem with that.
Mm-hmm. She's always had a problem with thinking she deserves these things that she's getting, but no, she has to fight for them. Here at Wrestling is Silly, you got to fight for that shit. So, my money's on Elsa as well. Now you've argued well, let's go down to the ring and see how wrong we are. This next match is a Wrestling is Silly Black Block World Series match. Making her way to the ring first from the frozen outskirts of Arendelle, weighing at 123 pounds, Princess Elsa. She's we think about cocky wrestlers, and you'd expect Elsa, with how she comes out, to be the cocky one, to be the dominant one, but no, she puts some money where her mouth is routinely. And her opponent from the city of Deja Vu, weighing in, and I can't find her on my chart. She is the current Wrestling is Silly Women's Smiley Case holder, Bayonetta. Oh, it's because I added someone, and the order was wrong. That's why I couldn't
Yeah,
find
that's
her.
fair.
So again, she is the current women's smiley case holder. The smiley case is out of action until the end of the World Series. However, that doesn't mean it's not hers, and that doesn't mean she won't show it off. Got a lot of fans of Bayonetta in the chat, but can she punch her card to the block winners match next week? Oh, a series of big kicks taking Elsa off her feet and continuing the assault with those educated feet. Bayonetta tying up Elsa's legs, really wrenching back. That does both the knees, that does the spine. That really can fuck you up if you stay in it for long enough. But instead, Elsa trying to roll away to the ropes. Bayonetta really not giving her any moment to breathe. Oh, up on the shoulders now. Bayonetta giving a big snake eyes to Elsa. And Elsa's really, for saying how much we talked up Elsa, she's really not. she's letting us down. She's letting us specifically down.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's the curse of the commentary, innit? We said that she'd put on a good show, and then
She gets
obviously that
absolutely
means
destroyed.
yeah,
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
that's just what happens.
Oh,
We really need to make sure that one of us is on either team.
yeah, we need to do that face heel commentator thing.
Yeah, because otherwise this happens.
Yeah.
This is sad.
We get in somebody's corner and then they just utterly beef it. And oh, beautiful over the top rope leg drop onto that guillotine there. And I thought she'd gone a little bit too short by that, but that was an impressive landing from Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Feels like there's some resentment festering with Bayonetta. Yeah, it feels like Bayonetta, maybe she's realizing people think she's complacent, perhaps. Sit out Liger Bomb there, gets the cover. Maybe she doesn't want to be described as complacent and she's finally trying. But either way, I'm happy she's trying. Oh, beautiful roll through into the arm breaker, but Elsa grabbing the ropes. You know, open hand slap. And oh, the uppercut to the back of the head. That is a dull thud of an impact. You know, repeated strikes to the thigh from Elsa. And oh, double knees to the chest. There's no way to dampen that blow, is there? That hurts just looking at it. Oh, Bayonetta, they're bouncing back, hits the high kick, but finally Elsa's woken up. She's got into gear. She's finally fighting back after all of that aggression from Bayonetta in the opening quarters. She hits the spear. I didn't know she did spears, but I'm damn glad she hit one. Gets the cover. That was a very, very near fall. Bayonetta having to go into witch time to slow down time to get the ability to kick out of that. Oh, but the chop was caught by Bayonetta. Now Bayonetta mounting an assault. She's going for the double underhooks. And shoulder breaker, almost a muscle buster, but a shoulder breaker there. But again, Elsa managing to kick out just in time. Speaking of witch time, though, I think Bayonetta might be going up to that top rope to hit the witch time. Senton gets the cover. And that's all it took. Here is your winner, taking 3 points. Bayonetta.
Well, that was me, Sharon.
Very impressive from Bayonetta. Elsa did get a good set of offense in there, but it was very, very quickly shut down by Bayonetta.
Yeah.
That was an incredible show of dominance from the women's smiley case holder. So that gives your finals of both the black and gold blocks. Over on the gold block side, we have Toph Beifong versus 2Beeb, and here on the black black block side. You saw it, Bayonetta punching her ticket into the finals along with Princess Peach. We will see who wins both blocks and goes on to take that title shot against Wii Fit Trainer for the anniversary show in a few weeks' time. But it is now time for our main event of
Time for me
the
to poodle
evening.
off.
So yes, you are going to go poodle off, put on your black jumper and get
Go
ready
for a
to
walk, yeah.
get ready to go. So let's
See you later.
See you later. See you later to Zach. Everybody say see you later to Zach as he goes and gets ready while I tell you all about this main event. So cast your minds back. I'll just give you a little bit of update. Cast your mind back to I want to say early February, maybe late January. Zach gets a bee in his bonnet about one Darth Maul. He starts insulting the Flippy Shit Division champion, telling him he's not a real wrestler, he's not a real champ. And Darth Maul calls him out on it. They have a match at Love Wins. Darth Maul wins. Zach's not done. Zach is not done with talking about not just Darth Maul, but the division as a whole. Zach calls out everyone in the division so much until the commissioner of the division, Matt Berry, the former commentary desk, former creator of Wrestling is Silly, comes out, defends his division along with his champion against Wallace and Zach, Team Shredded Cheese. That happens, and Zach at that point decides that he has something to say. He comes up with the commentary desk and goes, no. Actually, I want to tell Matt something. And he tells Matt that this division isn't what it used to be. It isn't what Matt envisioned it to be, and it isn't doing good for any of the wrestlers involved, except Darth Maul. And Matt has a think. Matt takes a week, and he comes out with this impassioned pipe bomb. If you haven't seen Matt's promo from a couple of weeks ago, please do go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@wrestlingissilly, and watch that promo, because it is the best, most impassioned promo we've ever seen here on Wrestling is Silly. And Matt admits that Zach is right, and that the division has become mediocre, and that he doesn't want to regret anything, so he needs to rescue the division. And he challenges Darth Maul and any one of Darth Maul's friends to this match we're about to see, a blood and guts match. Zach, Matt, and two challenges that they have been amassing over the last 2 weeks against Darth Maul, his protege Rue, and any friends they have left in the division. It's going to be brutal, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be angry, because if Team Wrestling is Silly wins, if Matt and Zach and their team wins, the Flippy Shit division is officially dissolved. But if Darth Maul wins, Matt has no more say in what happens at Wrestling is Silly. He's not allowed to be part of Wrestling is Silly anymore, and Darth Maul continues to take over the Flippy Shit division, and he can do with it what he likes. It is title versus... It's not just title versus career, it's division versus career. It is going to be brutal. We flipped a coin backstage, and Team Wrestling is Silly is going to be entering Blood and Guts with the advantage, because if you're not familiar with the rules of Blood and Guts, if you weren't here for our last Blood and Guts match, this is a 2-ring giant cage affair. Every 90 seconds, I think it's 90 seconds, every 90 seconds an extra person will enter the match. After all 8 men are in the match, the countdown timer will stop and the match will officially begin. There are no DQs. There are no rules to be broken. The only way to win Blood and Guts is to make your opponent surrender or pass out. That's all. You just have to make them stop fighting. Any one member of the team surrenders, the entire team loses. This is gonna be brutal. This is gonna be intense. This is your main event for this evening. Team Wrestling is Silly versus Team Flippy Shit division. I'm just entering it in the prediction tracker now. Get your predictions in now. Let's go down to the ring for the main event. Now, just a reminder of the official rules. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, and, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantage team, that is Team Wrestling is Silly. Once all competitors have entered, Blood and Guts officially begins. The match can only be won via submission. On the way to the ring first, representing Team Wrestling is Silly from the commentary desk. He is the short king of the long tangent, Zach. And that's why he had to dash out, because he is our first entrant in to Blood and Guts. Ignore all the branded stuff. We had to borrow a ring and it came with all the aprons. But Zach, the first person to enter Blood and Guts for the fate of the Flippy Shit division. He's looking confident, but will he be confident when there are 7 other men, 4 of them wanting to beat the living daylights out of him? Surveying the ring, checking out the height, checking out the cage walls. He's never been in a cage match before, let alone a double ring cage match like this. And his opponent, representing Team Flippy Shit Division from Arkham Asylum, Dr. Jonathan Crane, the Scarecrow. They have opted for Scarecrow to enter the match. We saw Scarecrow was propositioned by Darth Maul and Rue just last week, and he was told that if Team Flip Shit Division won this match, Scarecrow would get another title shot. And if you recall correctly, Scarecrow was the shortest ever reigning champion here at Wrestling is Silly when he defeated Wallace in for the Flip Shit title, and then Darth Maul immediately cashed in his smiley case to take that title case off of Scarecrow, and he has been told by current champ Darth Maul that he can get another bash at the title, he can get a proper reign, as he said, if they win this match. But the match has begun with Scarecrow taking some early shots from Zach. Zach, getting as good as he gave. And Scarecrow hitting the ropes and drop kick against those ropes. Zach's head narrowly missing the cage walls, but now big moonsault off that top rope by Scarecrow. Zach not looking in as great a position, but he can bounce back from this. I've seen him in training, I've seen him in the dojo, I've seen him in the gym. He's been practicing for this for weeks, for months now. Meeting of the minds there. Scarecrow failed to capitalize on the position that Zach was in. Zach grabbing Scarecrow, throwing him into the corner. But Scarecrow with the boot up. Zach, though, one step ahead, got the wrist lock, and smashing the knees of Scarecrow both into each other and into the mat. Beautifully done there by our boy from commentary. And now, once again, Zach back in the driver's seat, rushing up to that top rope and just driving his knee into the neck, the throat, and even a bit of the face of the Scarecrow. The countdown timer has started, as I think Scarecrow has just been busted open by Zach. And it is time for the second member of Team Flippy Shit, Wallace, now making his way into the ring. Our referee Freya going to open the doors as Scarecrow hits the fear gas, but Wallace, before he goes into the ring, he has gone for a kendo stick, but he's not quite done. But Scarecrow, a second bout of the fear gas. Wallace is looking for a bunch of toys, but then again, he's an inventor. It's all I can assume is he's going to do something sick and twisted with these weapons. 2 doses of fear gas have hit Zack, but he's still tenaciously fighting. Wallace trying to introduce the kendo stick into the situation, but the Uranagi from Zack. And Zack climbing up to the top of the cage as Wallace just rains down blows from that kendo stick. Oh, Zack a little bit too high up, changing his mind as Wallace just wipes his boot across the face of the Scarecrow, smashing it into the side of his head. Zack now going for the chair, and ooh, a Scarecrow just about narrowly missing. Ooh, and Scarecrow hitting this shotgun dropkick to the back, and then using those claws hands to just interfere with the Manhattan drop attempt from Wallace. And oh, again, big meeting of the minds here, and the second man from Team Flippy Shit Division is about to enter. 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is it gonna be? I believe that might be the music of one. It is Rue. It is everyone's favorite Tiny Teal Dream Boy, Rue, making his way to the ring. Oh, beautiful Hurricane Rana getting out of that grapevine there from Scarecrow. Rue grabbing the tables now. Rue is really pulling this up a notch. He's grabbing a table. Is he going to go for more, or is he going to get into the ring? He's getting into the ring. Big suplex there from Wallace, taking out the Scarecrow, and now Rue going straight for Zack. That's an interesting turn of events, as these two have been quite close friends up until this point. But maybe, Wallace cracking the steel chair over the head of Rue. And now Rue, the teams are divided into 2 pairs, Scarecrow and Zack, Rue and Wallace. But Rue managing to get out of the torture rack position that Wallace has got him in. Zack is high up. This is not looking good for the Scarecrow. And oh, double sledge avoided by the Scarecrow. He didn't quite get up as fast as I think Zack thought. Snap suplex from Rue onto Wallace. Shoulder tackle shutting down the Scarecrow, sorry, and now Wallace getting Rue out the way, but right into a backstabber from the Scarecrow. And now the 5th man has entered, Spider-Man, making his way to the ring now. Also going to grab some toys. He's got himself a kendo stick. Meanwhile, Scarecrow got one over on Zack once again, but Wallace in control of the Rue situation. Yes, Spider-Man grabbing that New York City stop sign. He's hit a fair bunch of those in his time. Big cutter from Wallace. Spider-Man still looking for some toys. He's got himself a steel chair and a kendo stick and the stop sign. A resourceful fighter is Spider-Man. Spider-Man here going for the Scarecrow. Scarecrow shut down Spider-Man just last week, so there's already some beef there. Hanging DDT, taking down Rue, narrowly avoiding that stop sign. And now Wallace has been thrown into the second ring. Remember, 2 rings, both legally allowed to be played around in, shall we say. Spider-Man up on the top now. And big splash right onto Rue, right onto the stop sign. That is not a good place for Rue to be in, but now Spidey is still not done. He's up on the top rope. Spider splash onto Rue. But there ain't no pinfalls in Blood and Guts. You can only win via submission. Scarecrow being thrown through the hole between the 2 rings. That is just a metal barrier. That is not a good place you want to stay in, but the teams are about to be evened up as Astarion has left the Team Flippy Shit Division gate, and he's making his way down to the ring now. Can this even the odds for Team Flippy Shit? This is going to be a 3-on-3 now. Astarion directly making his way to the ring. Astarion has been mentored by Darth Maul these past few weeks. Zack being hit by the fear factor from Scarecrow, but Spider-Man rushing in to save the day. But Wallace completely shutting down both Astarion and Rue in that left-hand ring. And Scarecrow being guillotined by Spider-Man. Again, this is brutal, but the match still has not officially begun. We've still got 2 more men to enter the ring. Spider-Man back up on the top of the high-flying web slinger, ready to inflict more damage. And big splash over Zack's head. onto the Scarecrow, but now Rue and Astarion back on their feet, out-manning Wallace in that left-hand ring. Is Rue biting the hand of Wallace? You're going to get a plasticine between your teeth there, mate. That is not good. Oh, the wrong trousers attempted by Wallace there, but Rue just in the nick of time breaking up the fray. And now the 10-second timer starts once again. And our final man on the side of Team Wrestling is Silly is about to enter the match. Here it is, your flippy shit commissioner, Whoa Matt Berry. Combination strikes from Astarion as Matt grabs a baseball bat and Rue gets the wrong trousers and right head first into that stop sign. But now Commissioner Matt is in the fray and Rue getting 2 clubbing blows, 3 strikes from the steel chair, rolling out the way of the 4th, but hitting the code teal on to Commissioner Matt Berry. This is absolute madness. Matt made quite the entrance, but right into one of the signature strikes, that code teal. Meanwhile, on the outside, Spider-Man, on the other side, Spider-Man with that parasitic guillotine, but right into the spine buster reversal from Zack. We've got a 2-on-2 in the left-hand ring, a 1-on-2, stereo drop kicks from Spider-Man and from... Oh, beautiful combination. Spider-Man lifting up Zack, turning him into a weapon with that assisted leg drop. But now Astarion in control of the left-hand ring. Oh, the Kikina clutch. Zack's Kikina clutch is in. Scarecrow is tapping, but the match hasn't officially begun yet, so the match cannot end. If Zack had just waited 5 more seconds for the Flippy Shit Division champion Darth Maul to enter the ring, as he is on his way to do right now. Once he enters that ring, that bell rings and the match can officially begin in earnest. Scarecrow has already attempted to tap out once, and now Rue is really getting in Zack's face. This is a real turn of the tides from 2 men that used to be friends, but now Darth Maul getting in the way of this friendship. Wallace and Astarion really going hell for leather on each other in that left-hand ring. Darth Maul, Matt slipping out the back door of Darth Maul, and the wrong trousers. Wallace getting a taste of the wrong trousers of his own. And now Rue going for the big splash, hitting Zack with that off the cage wall big splash. Darth Maul really getting taken to town by our champion versus our commissioner. The Flippy Shit Division is all over the shop right now. Oh, table attempt by... Wallace flattened Scarecrow there, and the brain buster from Rue onto the commissioner, onto Matt Berry. Now they're turning their attention to Zack. Oh, the flying armbar, the tornado armbar there. Fortunately, Phoenix Senton there to break it up. But a short DDT from Rue takes Matt down. Meanwhile, in the other ring, Scarecrow, Spider-Man, Astarion and Wallace, they're beating 7 shades of shit out of each other. As Scarecrow approaches Spider-Man in the corner, Wallace slowly making his way back to his feet. And now, double DDT there from the champion and the protege. But before Zack can capitalize on the splitting up the pair, Fear Factor from Scarecrow onto Spider-Man. And now I thought that was an attempt at a submission there, but Wallace got back to his feet, broke up any submission attempt. Meanwhile, on the other side, I think... Oh, pile driver from Wallace onto Spider-Man. But a big German suplex takes down Zack on the opposite side. Wallace goes flying, goes with a big elbow drop. Zack stuck in the corner, Matt stuck against the table. This is not looking good, but Matt gets the elbow up. Zack not so lucky. He's been hung out to dry upside down by Rue. Meanwhile, Team Flippy Shit have the upper hand in the left-hand side ring. It's all the mystery partners. It's Oops All Mystery Partners. Oh, suplex attempt, but Rue slides out the back door and hits the lariat to the back of the head. Stop sign colliding with the chest of Astarion. Spider-Man stuck on that middle rope, changes his mind, backstabber on to Darth Maul, a symbolic backstabber from the Commissioner to the champion. Astarion attempting to throw Spidey into the cage wall, but not having any of it. Oh, up a snap suplex. Oh, and he holds through and he rolls into the Three Amigos. And is he going to hit that second? He hits the third beautiful combination suplex strikes, harkening his back to his Puerto Rican heritage. Oh, sunset flip from Darth Maul, but there ain't no pinfalls in Blood and Guts. Matt goes up and back down as the backflip German suplex. Matt getting the tornado takedown. Rue, Zack, Spider-Man not looking in great shape. Oh, flying armbar from the Commissioner onto Darth Maul. Darth Maul not in a great shape. He's really wrenching that arm back. No, Darth Maul manages to roll through. Meanwhile, in the left-hand side ring, we've got Spider-Man locking up with Astarion. Scarecrow making his way into that right-hand ring, maybe sensing his team are in a bit of a predicament here. Spider-Man going for the Three Amigos once again. There's the second, rolls through and hits the third of the Three Amigos. Scarecrow going in with that baseball bat to try and even the odds. Wallace following him through, but hitting the bad end of a table. Darth Maul on spaghetti legs. Sling blade, though, a snappy sling blade from Darth Maul. Wallace throwing Scarecrow into that center partition. And now the straight jacket neck breaker. Rue blows left and right in the face of Matt. But Matt turning his attention. Oh, Enziguri avoided by the Scarecrow. And now Darth Maul squaring up with Zack once again. This is where it all began. Exploder suplex from Zack, taking out the champ. And the wrong trousers onto Rue this time. Wallace in those wrong trousers left and right. And the air raid crash just to even the odds with a big lung blower onto Zack. This is not looking good for anyone involved. Backbreaker by Wallace. And Astarion's hitting a real funky submission. And while nobody was looking at this left-hand ring, Astarion nails it for Team Flippy Shit. Here are your winners, Team Flippy Shit Division. And that is just the unexpected turmoil that is Blood and Guts. A controversial outcome indeed. But there are your winners. There was cheers from Oddish Rob in the chat, but I don't think that was the outcome that most of the chat wanted, if I'm honest. Team Flippy Shit Division gets the win, which means that the Flippy Shit Division stays, and Matt surrenders all creative control over the division. Zack, you about ready to come back?
Astarion is fired. He's fired. I want him out of the fucking building. We should have won. We should have won.
I'll get security on that. It was a valiant effort. You would do it. You and Matt and Wallace put up a hell of a fight. Any more thoughts on the match?
No. Maybe when I've calmed down. I can't calm down. Get him out of the building.
Okay. We'll get Astarion out of the building. I take it that wasn't how you wanted that to go.
I'm gonna be honest. I've had better days.
Yeah, I can imagine. Is this?
I take some small comfort in the fact they tapped first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Scarecrow had already tapped at this point. So, again, controversial outcome. Maybe.
This is not the end of this.
Oh. Do you have any expanse on that, or are you just are you all?
I
are you
haven't
all emotions?
decided
okay,
yet.
Okay. I'll lead the outro. You calm down. Have yourself a drink. I think this is
I
still.
need a tea. This is bullshit.
I think there's still some cheese under the commentary table if you want to get yourself some cheese.
Yes.
Yes, thank you all for watching Wrestling is Silly this evening. I've had a great time. I think it's been a hell of an episode. Once again, it is my birthday tomorrow. What a way to start my birthday celebrations. If you would like to help me buy delicious biscuits on my birthday, you can go to our Ko-fi page. Ko-fi.com/wrestling is silly, where you can join us on a one-off or a monthly a one-off or a monthly basis. If you give us £5 a month on Ko-fi, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's what you're going to be paying for a Twitch subscription. Of the Twitch subscription, I get £2.50. Of the Ko-fi, I get about £4.30, £4.40, I think. So if you want to make sure I get the most money, go through the Ko-fi. You get yourself some fun little perks. We love a little perk. There's the link again if you forgot it, I guess. You get yourself some little perks, like your name in the credits, like shout-outs. Huge shout-out to our £5 a month Wismark Boudet RPG and our £20 This Is Getting Silly Now tier Ayakara. Big shout out to Ayakara and everybody else in the VR chat watch party. Thank you so much for everything you do for the channel and for me and all the stupid shit that I do. You can get perks such as, like I said, just getting shout outs, getting your name in the credits. You get a discount in the merch store. You can at the £10 a month tier you get to book a match. At the £15 a month tier you get your logo on the mat, just like Logan Paul did with a Prime logo on the WrestleMania mat. And at the £20 a month, you get to be in Wrestling is Silly. Ayakara got to run in with Mackie Chase in one of his big matches. You can be in Wrestling is Silly at our highest tier. And again, we have a current stretch goal, I believe. Let me just find the stretch goal for you. There it is, I believe. Come on, give me the stretch goal. We currently have a stretch goal going. If we hit £100 on, why isn't it playing? Why? Fine, no stretch goal graphic. If we hit £100 a month on the Ko-fi, we will unlock Wrestling is Silly Punchline, which is going to be a YouTube show every Saturday over on youtube.com/@wrestlingissilly, where you can currently find all of the VODs. So if you want to see more Wrestling is Silly, if you want an extra 50% of Wrestling is Silly in your life, come over to the Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/wrestling is silly. Help us hit that £100 a month mark, and we will give you more Wrestling is Silly. Also, it's my birthday, so you got to be nice to me. You can also join the Discord. Links for that should be in the downstairs, or I believe that should maybe work, or it won't, because fuck me. Come join the Discord. It's real fun. We do a monthly pub quiz. People post really fun memes. I show you sneak peeks at what's going to be on the stream, and it's a good time. I love it there, and I love my little community that I have. We also have t-shirts on the merch store. You saw them during the break. We've got stupid wrestling t-shirts. We've got stupid wrestling is silly t-shirts. We've got an unthinkable horse t-shirt. We've got a big meaty men slapping meat t-shirt. It's a good time. Good times will be had by all. I think Zach is still making his tea, so I'm gonna find somebody to raid into. Let's have a look at
Bye, friends.
Let's have a look at who is live, and we can see about raiding into somebody now. Rue is streaming, but Rue just won, so he doesn't need our raid. If I raid into Rue, Zach might be a little bit too aggressive in chat, and I don't want them starting a second fight.
It's fine.
Tell you what, my friends at Hexagorgon are streaming. They currently have one viewer. They're streaming Alan Wake. They need more viewers, so let's throw some viewers at them, shall we? So let's go raid Hexagorgon. If you've never raided with us before, there's your raid message, Queer Pirate Raid. If you're not a sub, grab any links you want. Buy our gay little pins at nerdyqueer.com and join our there's our Discord link. You can join our Discord server there. But until next time, this has been Wrestling is Silly. Buccaneer, Buckfar, wherever the book here. I hope you're having a fantastic rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next episode. And until then, love you, bye.
Bye.